everyone, this is Henny Espinosa with Just Wish Foundation. Today we are joined by a young athlete from Houston, Texas, who is a winner not just on the court, but in how she wants to impact the community. Thanks for joining us, Francesca Colocado, founder of Gear for Greatness. Hi,
Thank you
Francesca.
so much. Hi, thank you so much for having me on here. It means a lot.
Of course, of course. So, Francesca, you come from a family of athletes, right? Your father, Kevin, is a basketball player. So is your older sister, Christina. She plays ball as well. Your cousins excel in various sports. So tell us how you got into volleyball and how you got so good at it.
Well, like you said, my family were very involved with the sports, and they play a heavily influence on how I got into volleyball. And while being grown up around basketball, baseball, singing football, and all of that, volleyball just really appeared. The rally, the thrill, and the rush of it really caught my eye. And for me to where I got here today within the sport, it took a lot of consistency, a lot of discipline, a lot of hard work, and just putting a lot of effort. And I love it. It's so much fun.
You think sports really plays an important role in developing, a young person? You mentioned all those good qualities to really be at the top of your game. You think it helps so much that you started competitive sports at such an early age?
I really think so. With competitive, there's a new level demand, a mental toughness you have to have, a lot more dedication you have to put in within the sport, and you're putting in more hours, in comparison to competing at a locally team. Competitive, you're dedicated. You really have to take a lot of time out of your day to put towards your teammates, and like I said, it demands another level of mental toughness. And it really develops a lot of character that I feel like a lot of traits I've developed through that from the sport.
In sports, how do you develop your qualities as a leader as well? Because I can imagine you get instructions from your coach, but then also develops you as a team leader, right?
Yes, I definitely agree. Like with sports, you face a lot of adversity. You face, teammates are sick, teammates are out, a lot of changes to the pace of the game. Also facing losses, facing wins, it's like that high and low you have. And there's different emotions that come with that. So when you face those different emotions, you developed a lot of mental skills through it. So during losses, you gotta, have that ability to come back from that, having that resilience to a lot of adversity you have, and those help build those traits throughout time. With sports, there's something always new happening. There's never a plateau.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I really admire about sports. There's always an up and down, but at the end of the day, you always have that eagerness to win and to compete at your full best, which is so awesome, which I love about it.
Do you find yourself using the skills that you get on the court in your daily life?
I definitely think I did. I feel like where I am today, I would not be here without sports. All those traits I've developed throughout the years being within the sports, the aspects of being a leader, confidence, especially being confident on the court carries out there in my day life, having self-respect, being assertive in what I do, and, having those big goals and ambitions. For me, with my mentality, there's no ceiling to anything. With a lot of opportunity, you want to take it up and you want to do it for the greater good. So that's kind of, my thoughts and ideas when developing Gear for Greatness. I want there to be no ceiling. I want everyone to succeed, not just me personally, but my teammates and just everybody around me. I want to see them succeed as well.
Yeah. So before we go and talk about Gear for Greatness, let's talk about the greatness that has resulted from your hard work on the court. So tell us, you are a decorated volleyball player. So tell us about the achievements that you've gained because of your hard work, your perseverance, your leadership on the court. So tell us about that.
Well, definitely through my volleyball career, I've hit some really awesome opportunities to compete at these high levels. This past season, we competed at USAV National Championships in Chicago. That was such a great experience to have. And my 15th year, we had the opportunity to play on championship court. But in order to get that, we had to put a lot of hard work behind the scenes. You don't get to those big courts or those, big championship courts, or, you're up on the podium. It's a great moment. But all I can think about is all the hard work, it finally paid off, all those hours in the gym, all those waking up early in the morning. It really is like that big moment of not just like, oh, you get the great medal, that's awesome, but you really think about all those hours you put in,
Yeah.
and being with your teammates and that cohesiveness of the same mindset. We want the same goal, we want to do it together, and doing it as there's no I in team, as they always say. So the teamwork is just a
That's
really
great.
awesome level you get to have.
That's great. That's great. So let's talk about kind of the observations and realizations that you've made when you're out competing in tournaments. I understand that you realize that really not all young athletes have the same opportunities, get the same gear as you do. Gear for Greatness is a great name for an organization, but let's kind of talk about the backstory on why you
Yes.
decided to do this. And it really started with an eye-opening experience for you, right? So tell us about that.
Yeah, so definitely with my involvement throughout the years in the athlete community and just sports itself, playing in volleyball, I had so thankful for my dad. He works so hard, so I don't have to face a lot of barriers. But throughout my time in volleyball, I've seen a lot of athletes, great hard workers, will outcompete anybody on the court. But there's some roadblocks they unfortunately have to face because of financial circumstances or just not the proper athletic gear. And it just really was like it hurt me to see like they're doing their best. They're trying to fight all these adversities, but sometimes there's just those roadblocks that they sometimes can't get over. And I've reached a lot of personal success, and I don't think I would have reached that without the provision, like the providing of gear, or a lot of opportunity that came because I had it. And I even experienced a lot of kids that sometimes I can't do it. I can't travel. I can't play in this tournament because right now we don't have the funding. I just can't. But seeing that and knowing they want to compete and do the 100% and want to put in all the hours,
And knowing that
but
they have
sometimes they
potential,
have
right?
it.
Yeah, knowing that they have
Yes, knowing that
potential
they have
too.
the
Yeah.
potential to really succeed. It's just I wanted to see that and wanted to fill that gap. And it really reminded me of like my dad at a certain time in his life. He's putting 100%, but giving all he got on the court in like flip flops sometimes, or going all out in like some rundown shorts. And I'm like, man, like he worked all the way for I don't have to experience that. And I want to help bridge that gap for a lot of athletes that, have that roadblocks. I really want to help bridge that so they can reach their full potential, so we can keep continuously uplifting that athlete community.
Yeah. When you had all of these strong feelings about it, what did you do? Because the tendency for some people would sometimes be they feel strongly about something, it doesn't always translate into action. But in your
Yes.
case, you really were adamant to take action. So tell us about that conversation that you had with your parents when you said, I got to do something about this.
Mhm. Definitely. I was also at that point too. I had all these great ideas. I wanted to outreach so many people. I grew up in also in an environment where our family, we love to give back to our community. We're a family of service. And I had this whole conception of like, I want to do something bigger and touch so many other lives, but I wasn't taking the action to do it. And so I had the opportunity this year to attend a leadership conference at Yale University. And we had a keynote speaker who really implied like, you have passion, you have, the things you love to do, and you want to have all these big dreams and big ambitions, but you're not getting anywhere because you're not taking action. So as soon as I left that place, I got off the plane, I started writing out these ideas. I'm like, what do I love? I love business, I love helping others, and I love sports. So what's a great idea where I can put all those together and, fulfill my life dream of helping others. So that's kind of how that Gear for Greatness kind of arose. And sitting with my parents, I'm like, please, I have to do this. Like this is my dream. This is my life goal, and I will do whatever it takes to attain that. So that's kind of how Gear for Greatness really came alive.
Wow, and such perfect name too. I mean, Gear for Greatness says it all, right? I
I
mean,
definitely agree.
so how did that
That
name
was
come about? And kind of what message did you want to tell people when they see that name?
hmm Definitely, like our tagline is aspire to inspire. We want individuals to aspire to be their best version of themselves, not just like athletes to aspire to fill their full potential in their athletic dreams, but for others too that are not in the athlete community to strive to be the best version of themselves positively and impacting the community and society in a positive way. So
Mm.
that's really the main message we want to get out there for others to be the best version of themselves.
Yeah,
um, and definitely gear for greatness. You want to be great. You want to aspire to be that
yeah,
greatest version of yourself by impacting the community in a positive way, filled with gratitude, and take every day as a blessing, honestly,
yeah,
and just
yeah.
aspiring to do something greater for the greater good.
But first, you need the gear, right? So let's
Yes,
talk about
yes.
kind of the main program of your organization, which is really to provide, disadvantaged, athletes, youth in need, anyone in need in the
hmm
athletic world with the gear that they need. So tell us how you plan to get those gear. These are new and gently used gear, correct?
Yes,
So
yes.
tell us about
So
that. Tell
kind
us
of like,
tell us about the
yes.
program and how you plan to implement it.
So I would like to announce that we have created a program we're called the Aspirant Program, kind of with the tagline of Aspire to Inspire. So the Aspirant Program, we have the opportunity for athletes to reach out or for them to get nominated into our program, which after that, they get nominated to our program, we'll review, and we'll get on the call with them to see what they might need. Either that's financial need or what kind of gear they need. Because we're trying to help all sports. We're not limiting off to like certain sports. So we want to help all individual athletes. So our Aspire program, we allow to talk with the athlete, get on, develop a personal relationship, and trying to what we can do to help bridge that gap for them. So it's pretty a neat opportunity.
Wow. And you plan to hold like are these like community events where they can participate? And then how can companies like sports companies or sports figures really do their part in making this successful?
Yes, so definitely with their support, they allow us to help support our mission as well. With these big companies and organizations, we can definitely help reach a bigger audience so we can reach many and touch other people's lives that may not have the ability to see it via through social media. Maybe they hear from down the street, from a friend, and it's just an awesome opportunity. And along with all these notable and sports figures, a lot of their audience too can see, oh, they're okay, they're doing a lot of activity and communal work. Like, let's get involved. I want to be involved with that. I want to help uplift this community. I want to help do something for the greater good.
Yeah,
Just that positive feedback loop we're trying to curate so
yeah,
we can help put more positivity in society today.
yeah. I think Francesco, what's amazing about this organization is that you know you are creating a movement within the community, a movement of good. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like I think
Yes.
that's to get another person to do their part, it's infectious. When you said you inspire, I think that's the word that really catches my attention, because then it encourages other young people to also do their part in helping other young people. And it's
Mhm.
if we live in a world where as adults everyone has this kind of quality that you pass it forward, I mean, what an amazing world it would be. Why is it so important for you to have this movement to inspire other young people? Like, what kind of fulfillment do you get from that?
I definitely think a lot of kids my age, we're the next generation. I want our next generation to be filled with positivity, filled with service, filled with gratitude, and taking each day as an opportunity to not help, better yourself, but better others, and constantly having that environment of uplifting, of kindness and positivity, taking the next steps to how we can do this so we can implement even more kindness and creating those positive feedback loops continuously, and seeing a lot of kids that are ambitious and very goal driven but don't know where to start because they're like,
Yeah,
oh, it's my age limitations. They're not a limitation. Be dream big. Do not let there be a ceiling. Like,
Yeah.
aspire to always be your best self and don't let anything get in your way, because anything the only thing that's stopping you is your mindset. The only
Yeah.
thing is that will limit your success is your mindset. And you just got to keep telling yourself, like, keep on pushing, keep on getting better. And I hope I can inspire a lot of youth um, leaders to really put themselves out there, putting yourself out there, trying to, make your voice be heard, and, finding value in having the self-respect and the
Yeah.
self-confidence to really go out there and be firm in your word and have the
Yeah.
assertion to be like, I believe in this, I
Yeah.
stand for this, and, let's go. Like, I'm passionate. I
Yeah.
want to help
Yeah.
others.
I think
So that's
kudos also to your parents. Your
Yeah.
father has
Yeah.
been in the Navy for so long. Your mother is also
Yes.
very active in the community. I understand when there's a disaster that strikes Houston, you guys are the first to help the community. You give out food. I mean, you grew up in that service oriented environment, and you think that now that you have this organization, your parents are also very active in it, right? Your father's friends are also active in it. Your mother's friends or relatives and your own friends too are very much supportive of this, right? How do you feel, Francesca, that you have this village around you, that supports you, that not only wants to see you soar, but also gives you the push, the boost to really be your best? Like, how fortunate do you feel to have that support system?
I am so blessed. I like every day I'm so thankful for the Lord to fulfill these people in my life that inspire me to be a better person every day. With each person, with my mom, my dad, my good friends, they teach me valuable life lessons that, I take with and I learn with to, help grow as a better person and as a leader in general. And, having a good support system, I always believe in quality over quantity, honestly. Having that quality right there, that quality backbone, that is constantly inspiring me to be a better person and inspiring me to do even more than, continually telling me to dream big is just such a blessing. And sometimes I'm at a loss of words to, give my gratitude to them.
Yeah. And, hopefully with Gear for Greatness, for young athletes that do not have that support system, will feel that they have this support system because you're building this community where other people are really encouraging other people. It's a nurturing community. It's it's not bringing other people down. Get competitive in the world of sports, right?
Yeah.
It's a community where you push one another to be their best, and sportsmanship at its best, so to speak. So that's really great. If you were to give a message to other young people who also want, because I feel like at such a young age, you know what you want. Like, I can sense in you the confidence and really the dedication to follow through. But not everyone is in that state, and may feel like, I do want to help, I do want to make a mark, but I still don't know how to start or where to go. What would your message be to those young people?
I would definitely say find your passion, embrace it, go in it, be authentic, be ambitious, and do not let anybody stop you. Block out all the negativity, all that, turn it into white noise, and just really focus in what you love and what you want to do, and do it unapologetically. Like, go in it and just be yourself, be authentic, and don't apologize for being who you are. And honestly, if you have dreams, goals, and ambition, take action. There's no such thing as a perfect time. Who knows if we have tomorrow? You just gotta get on it and just start learning, start putting yourself in environments where you can grow being a better person. And if it's not adding to your life, if it's subtracting from your life, leave it, go away, and put yourself in environments where it's positively impacting your life to continue to nurture an environment where you want to thrive in and where you wake up and want to be there every single day. And there's no ceiling. Just continue what you want to do and pursue it with your whole heart.
Wow, that is so moving, Francesca. And we at Just Wish Foundation, we're just so inspired by you, by your zest for life, your vision, not just for yourself, but for other young people like you, I mean, I think you're a winner, not just on the court, but in life. So we would like to do our part. We want to help you in this goal of yours to really bring gear for greatness, like on a different level, like where you guys just started this, but there's so much to look forward to when it comes to the organization. We're gonna be following you, and we want to do our part with a monetary donation, and we wish you well. We hope the community also not just follows, but actually joins in and takes part in your activities, to make sure we get the gear out there for our young athletes, to make sure that they have what they need, they're equipped with whatever they need to really thrive, not just thrive, but really like win, in so many aspects in life. So more power to you, Francesca, and more power to Gear for Greatness.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. It means a lot, Henny.
Thank you so much. Okay, bye, Francesca. We'll talk soon. Thank you.